It's officially October, which means fall has arrived and the chase for postseason play has officially begun for numerous Somerville High School sports teams. Welcome into a brand new edition of the Somerville Sports Update. I'm your host, Matt Noonan. 1 week after seeing a late comeback fall short against Gloucester, the Somerville High School football team rebounded with a commanding 42-0 win last Friday against Medford. The Highlanders secured an early lead, scoring on its first 3 drives, while the defense limited the Mustangs' offense to numerous 3-and-outs. Following the games, I caught up with 3 stars of the game. It was seniors Elijah Jeffries and Giovanni Pierre, and sophomore Fred Casson discussed the win. All right, here with Elijah and Giovanni after a 42-0 win. First off, let's start with you here too. The offense tonight just really set the tone from the get-go. Why don't you just talk about not just the receiving game, but the rushing game too?
We knew we could come out here and just run our full offensive package, and that's what we did. We just executed well.
From your end here, obviously same question. Running game, passing game really worked tonight. You guys have set the tone from the get-go. Just want to talk about it?
Yeah, well, they was a good team, so we know we had to come out. We had to get ready to play a good team, so we just came out and ran what we had to do.
Talk about how important it was, bouncing back, 28-21 setback last week to Gloucester. For you guys to really set the tone early and really kind of get the momentum, how important was that?
Well, we learned the lesson last week, and we fixed that up this week, and everything worked out.
Station for you, take away from the Gloucester game. I mean, how important was it really to get that?
After the 2 losses in a row, we knew this was a must-win. It was definitely a must-win, so we came out here and played our butts off and got the W.
It's pretty important. Keep our heads in the game. Score. Keep the defense running. Do what we got to do.
And from
to win.
And from your end too, and just being able to, see the defense also step up when needed to. How does that inspire the offense? Want to talk a little bit about that too?
It kind of pumps us up to see our defense get us in good field position. Get in the end zone easily. Feels good.
Tell me about that punt return that you had. I mean, I think it was about 50 yards. You zigzag your way to the end zone, but just want to talk about that.
I knew it was a return right, and the ball bounced into my hands, and then I ran a little up the field, and I seen the left side wide open. I just cut it back, and I just off to the races again.
And my last question, I'll ask you, Elijah. Just finally get technically that first real league win after obviously falling to Gloucester. Got Beverly coming up here too, so you can enjoy it, but you got to turn the page pretty quickly.
Yeah, we're gonna work hard in practice. Even though we won this game, we're still gonna let anything down. We'll keep practicing hard, and then we'll play hard next Friday or Saturday.
Thanks, guys. Thank you, gentlemen. All right, so the Highlanders, they will look to make it back-to-back wins for the first time this season when they head to Beverly for a postseason rematch with the Panthers on Saturday. Again, this week's game will take place on Saturday, not Friday. The game will be held at Herd Stadium, 3 p.m. as kickoff. 1 week later, the Highlanders return to Dilboy for a Friday night clash with Lynn Classical, the Bulldogs. They enter this week as one of the top teams in the Northeastern Conference at 4-0. And sticking with football, the Highlanders, they continue to receive some praise from the Boston Herald as the Somerville checked in 4th for the 2nd straight week in the D5 North Pole. Linfield, Swampscott, and Watertown, they are in the top 3 spots in the latest poll. Let's switch gears now to boys soccer, where the Highlanders have been unstoppable since their opening day 1-1 tie with Revere. Somerville is ranked 2nd in the latest Boston Globe Top 20 poll. That's a spot ahead where they were a week ago. And since beginning the season with a tie, Somerville has been unstoppable, winning 7 straight matches, including a recent one against Peabody. Next up for the Highlanders, a date with the Patriots in Revere on Thursday. Kickoff is scheduled for 4 p.m. And as always, make sure to pick up a copy of the Somerville Journal every week. It comes out on Thursdays. This week includes, in the sports section, my Q&A with Jake Wilson, of the Social Media and Communications Director for Somerville Youth Soccer League, and an update on how some of the former Highlanders are doing at the collegiate level, specifically in Division III. Justin Berry was one of the players that highlighted this week's College Notebook. He and the Amherst College Mammoths scored a big win over Bowdoin last Saturday. Big game coming up for Justin and the squad on Saturday when they take on Jared Leibowitz and the Middlebury Panthers, pair of 3-0 squads. Good luck to Justin. All right, well, that's going to do it for another edition of the Somerville Sports Update. As always, stay connected with the Somerville Journal on social media. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter. You can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Matt Noonan11. We'll see you next week, Somerville sports fans.